Alright, so it's been a while since I made a DawnGate guide, and I decided to make a new one. And I decided to call with King of Masks, which is the newest shaper in the game. He's a control mage, CC mage, aka the crowd control. And let's start with the roles. So he can be played in 3 different roles: Predator, Tactician, and Gladiator. Hunter is not viable because he sucks at jungle. And as for Gladiator, you have lasted a lot, and those who are playing for West Coast, Europe or Brazil, you have a really high ping over 100, and that's not really suitable for Gladiator last hitting, in my opinion at least. And the other part is, this shaper is relatively squishy, so that means you have to, enemy lane will probably punish you and harass you on the lane, so you can't really chain the last hits, so you won't get the full benefit of Gladiator. And Tactician is pretty good because he's also about a lot of CC, so it doesn't matter if you don't have power. If you land good CCs, your team can jump in and clean up the enemies, and that's kind of what Tactician King of Masks does. And you just stack a lot of haste and a lot of, well, auto items, and you will be good. But this guide, which I'm just talking about, is based on Predator, because I feel like when enemies are overextending on the lane or are in bad positioning, I will punish them and throw my combos at them, and they will get caught and they will die. The jungle or my lane partner will clean it up, and that's how you will snowball. And he is pretty good when you snowball, but even if you wouldn't snowball, you would still be relevant because of the high CC. But the ultimate has like a really high cooldown, so you can't really afford to miss it per se. Then I want to talk about the loadouts a bit. Power Armor Haste is pretty good, and Force and Bubble. Resonance for better last hitting. And everybody has their own preference. As for spells, Blink and Stasis are pretty mandatory because you just need to escape or survive. Even if you have your Tabui, which is a really good escape spell, even when it can cast it 2 times, it might not be enough to run away from your opponents. So for that reason, I always take Blink, and it's really good for making plays. But I always use it for defensive purposes. I can dive in with double V and get out with Blink. That's what I suggest. As for third spell, Deflect, the Cleanse or the Shield. Skill order, you want to max out Q or E. Depending on the situation. As a support tactician, I would go maxing E. As for start items, I made more in-depth explanation on the text version, so I just named the core items should be Destruction, Ruin, Rebirth, Strife and Momentum, and Rage. As for defensive items, you may want to go Valor, Unity. Situationals are Oppression and Duress. Duress is really good for the support one, but I have a further explanation on the text version of the guide, which is on the link below. As for the lane partners, I would say Amaranth, Baron and Desecrator are pretty much the best 3. Also Dibs and Sari are okay, but then you have to take a little bit more power to get kills on the lane. And that kind of concludes this guide. Remember to check out the text version. There's more in-depth explanation of the roles and everything. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, please like the video, please share it. And remember to check out my 3 other guides. I made a Salus guide before, and I made a really good beginner DawnGate guide and good beginner jungle guide. These are pretty good for people who are new to the game or trying it first time. You might learn something new. And yeah, stay tuned for more DawnGate content coming out to you soon. Cheers.